Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Mia Lueth. It is start date 11/14/2022. It's 6:26 a.m. Eastern. And I forgot to turn the light on. Maybe I'll leave it off just for today. Um, there's been a little bit here and there of something that appears to be somewhat paranormal or anomalous still happening. Yeah, I next weekend I'll be able to uh, put up a camera that's just running, but it won't be live. So uh, that's gonna happen. I know what the issue is with the other laptop, so I just needed to figure out how to do that. I did. The Parkinson's, might or the shaky, whatever it is. But I've been able to manage. So next weekend I can work on that, and then just see if I can get 24-hour recording from a certain vantage point. Um, so that's in the works. Uh, I have higher priority than before, and so he's my highest priority. And who he is, well, you'll find out. But um, again, there's some activity here and there. A lot of it I just can sense without any equipment, but getting proof of it would require equipment. So that's all I know right now. I do appreciate people trying to help or anybody like that. It's not that I don't get the helpfulness is what a lot of people are aiming at. I totally do. Um, so appreciate that. The Etsy shop is closed completely. I can't take I can't take fee hits without making sales. So so much for that. Yeah, pretty much. Which means the main way that I was raising funds for the Creasesinger fund is gone. But um, you know, locally there's a few things I can do. And so that's still the case. Just so much for Etsy. Policies changed or something, I don't know. But it's not good for small single person businesses. Just doesn't cater to us. So F you. Right. That's how I feel about it. Don't care. I'll find another way. And, so for God Cares Ministries Limited, it's basically still up and running. Okay. I'm the founder, and I would like someone to at least take it over. But there's only so much advertising and, that I can do. A good bit of praying and other things. For now, though, I'm going totally stress free for the holidays as best I possibly can. Because for me and my health, specifically, just individually, that's the best thing for me to do. Um, so stress reduction is what I'm about. hmm Financial stress, ugh, like that's enough to kill you sometimes. So, I try not to get in any debt. And so as of today, there's no more Klarna payments. They're all done. Uh, and I choose not to use Klarna unless I absolutely have to. But it's good that it's there anyway for the occasion when maybe, in between paychecks or something, there's a need that I have that I might not otherwise be able to consider. So, zero interest Klarna payments have been helpful, but I'm done with them. I don't really want to go into any kind of debt, really. But um, an apparent emergency arose, so I'm a little short this month. A little. But I keep a buffer for emergencies, everyone. Okay. And the anything that's left over during the month goes right back into either the electrical bill or the gas bill. So no, I got nothing. When it comes to financial means, but that's okay. I'm not that upset about it, really. But anyway, so I cannot, it wouldn't be a good thing, I'll put it to you that way, if I tried to take a local client. I already have one, okay, but that's more of an emergent situation. So just can't take a client online via video right now. It just wouldn't be a good idea. Like I can't help my own self. Okay. So don't anybody think that it's like I'm gonna be extraordinarily helpful on certain other things. Like, yeah, I need help. I'm the one who's been praying for help for years on end. 50 fucking years on end. Okay, that's my bad language. Okay, some of you complaining about shit and you've barely waited a year or two. Get thee behind me, Dodo. Right now. Amen. It is done. As a matter of fact, get behind everybody. God answers prayers, everybody. He really does. Just may not answer the way that you have projected it or perceived it or put it out, because he knows better. He knows things you can't possibly know. Thank God. Right. See what I'm saying? Right. That's why I'm grateful. But I'm a little flat these days on purpose. Well, not on purpose, but so I'm trying to just remove as much stress as I can. And there are parties or something somewhere not agreeable to that, and I want to know why. I want to know why. Why did it get dumped on me? I'm gonna get my answers. But for now, anybody interested in anomalous or paranormal research should contact me. There's still some of that, a little bit. I'm not putting up with some crap. Yeah, from some. Okay. And I'm not in competition with anyone either. So, no, you can't put me in competition with anyone. Uh, so I know good things are coming. I'm at 100%. Earth-wise, what might seem like some terrible thing, yeah, it ends up being the best that could possibly happen for humankind. So, you know, anyway, uh, I'm not really available for much at all to most people. But yep, anomalous research. There's still opportunities. There's an opportunity to take over a fully formed ministry, okay, or at least assist. So, I can't push my Etsy sales past yesterday because, right, I started accumulating fees, and that's a loss. And so that's a loss that happens to charity money, and I'm not going to let that happen. So Etsy and everybody else wants to do what they want to do. Yeah, hi, millennials. You aren't the lead generation. Truth. Millennials are not the lead generation. Face the facts. Face the truth. Calm the down right now. Settle down, millennials, or pay the consequences. You are not the lead generation. Amen. Okay? You don't get shit for free. You're not that special. And in the grand scheme of things, not even that important. Neither am I. But the millennials need to settle down, or you lose everything. Yes. Hi, planet Earth. The millennials are not the lead generation. And if they want to keep acting up like that, they're going to be the last generation, because he's totally not putting up with much these days. So get a hold of yourselves. You're not the lead generation. God knows what he's doing. Mm-hmm. And I understand some perspectives, so I'm not all judgy about certain things. Some of us, yes, it's like, but it is. It's like the Holy Christ can Miyagi you. You know what I mean? Right? It's 2, 3 generations probably could, understand Miyagi anyway. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you don't even know until after, like, oh wow, Jesus. Like, now that's impressive. You know what I mean? Right. Like, everyone, okay, I'm not really talking religion here. You understand? Religion is just a word that's used, something that you do every day. So if you love every day, or right, so try not to. My hair, I didn't, yeah. I'm like, I got bedhead so bad that I decided, yeah, I just decided, here we go, this will work. Yeah, cover up the bedhead. Um, so I would not be available for much. No distance healing. Let's not anybody psychically connect to me or any of that. Okay? Because it'll probably cause you problems. And I'm just trying to let everybody know. I don't exactly know why, but I know that. And so 100% good things for humankind. Like, anybody who's like, oh, it's terrible. Well, I've never asked for a reset once ever. Or assistance. So, too bad you don't like it. What they need to know is what they need to know, and what they don't need to know is what they don't need to know. A lot of people think you need to know stuff, but you don't. You really don't. So I appreciate any prayers. Prayers for Oakton, Maryland. Send high vibes here, please. I can't. I can't raise my. I'm trying, so I can't do it on my own. There's just no way, right? Completely unable to raise my vibration by myself this time. So yeah, I'm clinging to some music friendly. It's like, oh no, all you gotta do is just send some high vibes my way to Elkton, Maryland. Like, yeah, I'm sharing them with these people because they need it. They need help like nobody's freaking business, man. I'm not kidding. Okay? Yeah, volunteers, people who, maybe worked in cities or work faster pace or something, and you've already made your money and you're all good to go. Please consider coming around here and offering your expertise and your knowledge for less money because they need it here. It's truth. I mean, you're gonna be more resistant to me, but to others. But you need to understand you're gonna need to slower pace a little bit until they're able to catch up. Okay? But prayers help. And so far had some good results with some things, so that's good news for me anyway. Um yeah, so most of my updates these days aren't going to be very long, and probably there'll be only one per day. um but I was trying to say something one of my last few little video things. um you know the when I was younger, my family friends had someone who was known as retarded, and her name was Bryn. No kidding, no lie. And when I was younger, I thought she was amazing, to be honest. Yes, because she can memorize all kinds of stuff. Right, like you didn't need Google or an encyclopedia. All you needed around was Bryn. Like, hey Bryn, what's the 23rd president? Like, and she knows. You see what I'm saying? Like every single president, every single year, every single right, like vice president, like yeah, first ladies, the whole works, like all of it. She just knows, memorized. It's in there. Which to me, when I was younger, it was pretty freaking amazing. So when I was younger, I looked up to a retarded person, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Right. I mean, I got genius level IQ. I can't do that without a lot of work and effort. But having Bryn around when I was younger, every kind of thing, just it was like having Google. Walking around. Exactly. Awesome. Okay. So sometimes retarded may not be a bad word. And sometimes people who have little shortcomings or something need to understand, yeah, but you're probably good at something. That, right. I mean, better at something than an actual genius. Me. Okay? An actual real, yes, tested over 120 every single time. I usually go higher, but yep, tested genius, me. Looked up to a retarded person when I was a little kid. See what I'm saying? So maybe it's not such a bad word because Britain was amazing to me that way. My family stopped really talking to them after a while, but when I was younger, yep, I was amazed by a retarded woman. Amazed. So a genius looked up to a retarded person. Think about that, people. I just wanted to mention that certain light, shed some light on a few things. So that's what I'm saying. It may not be a bad word, really, if you understand my perspective, which I'm sharing. Right? So everybody just remember that and try very hard to once a day. Okay. I understand some people are some critical circumstances. And so I don't want to minimize or make light of that. So my time online will be very limited. But I still need help. So anybody interested in trying to make sure that God Cares Ministries Limited actually continues, because yeah, all the legwork's been done. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So well, this should be easy for someone. But yes, this is the main unique point, is that I'm not going to force someone to become a Christian because I don't need to. So even if you're not a Christian, I'm certainly willing to help or assist or something if I can, anyway. Right. I can't always. And so my ability to do that is, yes, so greatly reduced at this point that nobody really, except for one, should really be, thinking that I can be helpful to another right now. And yes, an emergency priority came up. So I will have one client, but I can't do anything online right now. It's not wise. So that's that. Um, and I'm a little concerned about someone who's farther away from me than I can reach. So I pray for him to be home and safe. You can just to pray for me, his friend, be quickly home and safe. If you want to pray, if you have a minute or two. Other than that, I just hope everyone is doing as best they can anyway. And uh, that's pretty much what I can say. And sometimes we got to take it easier on each other. Like some humans really kind of need to and do like a little tiny bit every day to not be so crabby, bitchy. I know it's hard, especially you're in pain and there's stuff happening. I get it. Okay. But for me, don't anybody expect I can help you, because I've already, my hands are full, everybody. Okay. Don't think that exactly I'm able to help anyone other than, yes. So no more clients for me. I might still, just because even if the ministry does dissolve, which it shouldn't. Hi! Somebody! Right! Pick up your assignment. Yeah. Well, somebody hasn't. Anyway, right? I mean, most of the legwork's done, so it's an easy situation and it's an easy transition. Um, but at the very least, it's a treasurer who can, afford to work a little bit volunteer. Eventually, those are meant to be paid positions. Okay. So I set up the ministry in the way that if I were to pass away or just, be called away or have a higher priority that needs to be attended to, right? Somebody's in charge. Somebody's needs to be the executive director at some point. right? And it is limited, LTD. I originally thought that in the state of Maryland, I wouldn't be able to use limited, you understand? But I can. I checked this out with the state of Maryland. Uh, it's just there's no like stocks, there's no there's no selling of like assets that way. No stockholders, none of that. So in that case, right, in the state of Maryland, limited, but limited does assist in one way because more options for tax breaks, which for this situation is like I take any break I can get. I don't get paid. Okay, yeah, thanks. Right, right. I don't get paid, so any kind of right. But limited does work, and it does actually help a nonprofit to have that because there's more options for tax deductions, which for nonprofit charitable who has someone running it who doesn't get paid is awesome sauce. So I'm glad I get a little help with that. But I appreciate everybody's thoughts and prayers and sending high vibes and like, hey, brothers and sisters, like, yeah, you mind, right, sending some, high vibe love over this way to Elton, Maryland when you get a chance. Just take a moment. That would be very, very, very helpful and much appreciated. And quite welcome, no matter how you pray. Okay? Right. No matter how. Um, so yes, bedhead. Ugh. Yeah, I don't have much to add. I can just say that here I am still. I mean, I'm gonna get some help setting up a doctor's appointment or two, which is a lot of stress, but there is someone who can help me with that. So that helps me remove a little bit of stress. And I'm hoping that certain situation just that a certain person gets home safe soon. Everybody just try to take it easy on each other anyway. You know. But anybody needs to contact me, my contact information as always. And anybody who needs to make comments on any of the videos, you just go right ahead. I always leave the live chat replay so that you're kind of like keeping is close to the same page. Kind of, this is my situation, and so I can't really assist anyone extra else. You understand, right? But me having less stress is right the highest priority right now. So that's what I'm doing. But always feel free to contact me at any point in time. I'm going to leave my Twitter account open at Creasesinger. Um, depending on how things turn out, new owner and all that kind of stuff, will depend whether or not I use Twitter as much as I was or have. My Twitter account was actually started in 2009 or 2010, 2010 maybe. Yeah. But I closed that one down because too many people getting pissy with me about stupid things. Okay? And so, right, also, I am not a misinformation agent. Truth. Okay. Um, every single one of my videos that are listed as educational can be used for free. I just need the credit. Okay, as long as you are using it for educational purposes and you do not change the meaning. Okay, like I don't even care you paint horns on me. I don't care. It's okay. You can be a little creative as long as it doesn't change the meaning. Okay, the main point and meaning needs to stay the same. But any of the videos that I've made that are marked educational, anyone is free to use whatever, okay, for educational purposes, as long as you credit me, okay. Maybe it's like a 1 minute clip, whatever, as long as the main point, okay, stays the same. I have no issue with that. No royalties. It's royalty free. Don't worry. You have permission. And the reason that I can call it educational is because number one, yes, genius nerd. Okay. But number two, all right, I pay attention and I listen and I like to learn and I like to, listen to other people's perspectives because that can open up a lot of happiness or a lot of doors or some joy or something that you wouldn't even know about. You know what I mean? Right. So everybody just try to stay as positive as you can, please. Um, so educational, yes, I do have a PhD. I am working on something else, but that got put on hold. So I was glad that there was a way for me to get my PhD, like yes, in a accelerated way because that's kind of what I have been waiting for. And you know, longitudinal research. It comes to scientific things like that. Yeah, I'm a believer in longitudinal. I mean, you can do some kind of studies, but longitudinal, and so it has to be set up that way. Because over time, then you get more and more input from different types of humans to maybe grow up different culture, some other, yes, because that helps over time paint a more realistic picture. So, you know, but I think I will probably just, even if, no matter what, put together a grief and loss support group, um, just to have an extra option for locals on a day, maybe. I'll check around. Yeah, I know where one was that was pre-COVID, but I don't think it started back up again. So, I'll check around. And that one, I'll probably just do anyway, just because a few people might need that, but not really, be able to make it to another. There aren't that many around here. There's only one, yes, Legacy Union Christianity Care nowadays. Um, but I will probably do that, and I'll announce that every which way I possibly can. I mean, there's a couple ways for me to maybe slip in a free advertisement or get some stuff around Elkton pretty quickly. So that's good news anyway. But for all of you who have trouble during the holidays, okay, you're not really alone. It's hard when there isn't somebody physically there. I know. But there are some rude people who need to stop with the Christmas tree crap immediately. or you will be stopped. Fermez la bouche. S'il vous plaît. All right, everybody. Okay, just goodness, and goodness is meant for humankind, everybody. Okay, just know that that's happening, and know that, if I'm looking at percentages, we're 95% all good, and we're headed that way. So stay the course, please, everyone. But do everything you can not to attack me personally, is all I'm asking. All right. So I appreciate anybody's time. Please feel free to use these as free educational with no royalties. Any one of them that says educational, but do please make sure you have not changed the meaning. Okay? Thank you. All right. Everybody, just take care. Okay?